Okay, what we're going to do now is the dimensional stretch. And this is all done on the floor. So we're going to start lying down in our vertical stretch. Vertical stretch, arms above the head. And we're going to lift up. We're going to inhale and reach. We're going to lift our fingers and toes up, trying to reach opposite sides of the room. And then release with sound. Ha! Good. And then again, inhale, vertical stretch, really reaching for opposite sides of the room. Reach, 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 and release it. Good. And one more. Inhale. Really trying to reach opposite sides of the room. Reach, 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 and release it. Notice that there's a little bit of a fall that you do. And that fall, it's very small, so it doesn't hurt you, but it sort of shakes your body. It helps to release the tension. So that's our dimensional stretch in vertical. Now we're going to go into horizontal. And in order to do a good horizontal stretch without hurting our lower back or doing too much of an ab workout, which is not the point of this, we're going to roll the pelvis up so that our thighs are over our core like this. And then we're going to widen out. And this is our horizontal stretch. And we're reaching for opposite sides of the room and release. Notice that I released not quite as far, and that's okay, right? It's coming down a long way. You don't want to hurt yourself. And then we're going to roll up again and then widening out, widening, really reaching for opposite sides of the room and release it. And then one more, rolling up, widening out, widening, reach, and release it. Okay, so we've done vertical and horizontal. And next we have sagittal, and this one's actually broken up into front and back sagittal. So front sagittal, if I'm lying on my back, is actually straight up in the air. So I'm going to reach up as if I'm reaching up towards the ceiling. So I'm going to inhale up, really reach, trying to reach the ceiling with my fingers and my toes, and then release it. And then inhaling up, reach, reaching for the sky, reach, and release it. And one more, inhale up, reach for the sky, and release it. And then we have back sagittal, and with this particular exercise, back sagittal is not a specific stretch. It's a number of different versions, or however you want it to be, really. I like to call it actor's choice. So the goal is that with your back sagittal, you're stretching into that back sagittal plane, right? So there are a number of things you can do. I'm going to show you a few examples. You might do something like this, and then release it. You might do something like this, and then release it. You might do something like this. You could go crazy and do something like this if it is in your practice. Again, just something to stretch out that back sagittal plane. So again, we'll do 3 of those different ones. I'm just going to pick some. Ready, inhale, stretch into that back sagittal plane, stretch, and release it. Still releasing with a fall, and then choosing another one. Inhale, stretching into that back sagittal plane, and release. I thought of another one that's sometimes good. The sort of bridge pose. Inhale, stretch, and release. And that's it. Those are the dimensional stretches. You can try whatever versions of that back sagittal stretch you like, whatever feels good to you. Ultimately, when I start doing this, we usually do 3 of each, but as I get closer to like later in the class when we're all good at these movements, and for my own personal warm-up, I only do 2 of each of them. So again, as you're learning it, do 3, but you only have to do 2 ultimately, because that gives you the right amount of stretch. Anyway, great, that is the dimensional stretch.